Good evening, everybody. Hello. How are you all doing? Hope you're all okay. As you can see, I'm sitting a bit further back than usual. My laptop is giving audio, so 1 second. Remember not to talk while leaning forward, otherwise you can't really hear me. So, welcome in, everybody. Here we are again, F1 Thursdays. Time for some open lobby action with a bit of luck. Let's open up the lobby and see if people join. If you want to join, I forgot to pin. Just do that. Exclamation mark join. Nope, it's not going to work. I need to be in the OBS window to do that. Join. Try to type on this little dinky keyboard. Okay, so we should be good to go now. So yeah, if you want to join, search the lobbies, filter for Europe if you would like. Search for TTV AD Hawkins GH. It's not available anywhere on the screen. Is there any way I can get that? Which button is it? There we go. Top right hand corner of your screen. TTV -AD Hawkins GH. Do drop by. Welcome in Football Mad 180. Oh, and goodbye Football Mad 180. He's obviously not F1 mad. He's just football mad. Hey ho. So we're starting off with Britain. 5 lappers to get us going. Hopefully, do drop by. I will chat away while we wait to see if anyone is going to join, and if not, we'll go looking for some other lobbies. How's everyone's week been so far? It's Thursday. We're approaching the back end of the week. So, yeah, I hope it's all going well for everybody. Relatively normal day for me today. Rapidly approaching getting the house to myself as of Sunday, I think. Mrs. H and Chopsy going away for best part of a week. I think they're back next Friday. So I get the house to myself and most of the week off. So that's going to be good. I am looking forward to it. Other than that, not much going on. Chopsy and Mrs. H went to the gym tonight. Voice chat suspended. Oh, let's let you see the lobby. See that it is indeed empty. Someone did join, but let's just go double check. Session privacy open. Okay. So yeah, Chopsy and Mrs. H went out to the gym tonight, so I figured I would do my bit for healthy living, walk down, and then eat a huge pub lunch or dinner. So hey ho, the 3/4 of a mile walk probably burnt off 2 or 3 of the chips I had with my burger and quite nice cheesecake and pint of beer. So yeah, that was my evening. Tomorrow we'll be back with JBG Grey Ops playing through Federated Fridays. Some co-op action in Far Cry 5. We are having lots of fun in that. I think this will be our 3rd Far Cry 5 stream. It's going relatively well. Do drop by for that if you can join us from about 8:30 UK time. We're currently UTC +1, although I think that changes this weekend, so I'll have to double check that, because if I say that on Sunday afternoon, it will probably be wrong. So yeah, like I say, not much else going on. Finished Mafia 2 last night, the main campaign at least. Was very impressed with the way they tied it into the original Mafia game. I won't spoil it in case any of you haven't played Mafia 2. But about 2/3 of the way through one of the missions, I thought, oh, I know what's happening. And yeah, there was a very, very nice tie-in with Mafia, the first Mafia game. So that was good. Okay, as is depressingly usual, there doesn't seem to be anyone joining this lobby. Do drop by if you fancy. Exclamation mark join. But in summary, search the lobbies, filter by Europe, and look for TTV -AD Hawkins GH. It's at the top right hand corner of your screen at the moment. May as well mention all the setups for today's stream or for today's races will be are provided by Sim Racing Centre, !SRC in the chat if you're interested. To my mind, a very worthwhile investment. Setup was not one of my strong points in the F1 games. Jesse the Dev joined. So yeah, buying a full set of setups and Toxic Anth. Well, we're up to 3. Woohoo! So buying a full set of setups, all the tracks in the game, 4 setups per track, along with track guides and support, comes to essentially about the same price as the game. So to my mind, it was a no-brainer really, and they are good setups too. You get a regular setup, an esports setup, which is slightly harder to drive, but has more potential for faster lap times. Or better pick a car. I didn't pick a car. I'm in a random car then. You also get a inter and a wet setup for each track, as I say. So that's definitely a good thing to do. You will see a banner appear as I go into my setup for the first race, which is at Great Britain, because understandably the setups are their IP, so they don't like people sharing them on stream. So that is why you will see this screen every so often as I load in my setups for the race. The Stone of Silver, indeed. So let's make a couple of minor adjustments. We are starting in pole position on a grid of 3, admittedly. So let's see how we get on. Oh, we're in a Red Bull. I don't like the engine noise in the Red Bull. It's also a little quiet in my headphones, so I must turn that up. We'll wait till the end of the race to do that, I think. Otherwise it's all going to go horribly wrong. Yes, and that noise tells me you can't see the track. There we go. Apologies for that. Actually holding my own for a change here. See how long that lasts. It's only a 5-lap race. Half a second back to the guy behind me, so use my ERS to try and negate the slipstring advantage he's got. He's definitely quicker than me under braking into some of the corners. Especially that one. Give him room if I can, yeah. Yep, thanks for that. There you go. Bit of a dive down the inside on his part, but see if we can catch up. Let them two fight it out for a bit. Hopefully they'll slow themselves down. Well, that's not going to help. Oh, let's turn the game audio up a bit in my headset. A little bit loud. So I'm going to be about 4.5, 5 seconds behind them now. Making that up in 3 laps is going to be tricky. 3.5 perhaps. Get the old DRS deployed.
Okay, DRS is now available.
4 and a bit seconds. Deploy the ERS again, it's not helping. Oh well. Just set the fastest first sector of the race. That's not going to be a way to continue it though. I have the fastest lap, it seems. Yellow flag, that's promising.
Okay, clear.
They obviously either both came together or the guy in front waited. Save me ERS for the hanger straight, I think.
That's the fastest lap of the race so far. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy.
See if I can keep with Jesse, Dev, down the old pit straight. Get a good run through Maggots and Beckett's. Yeah, you can't overtake in here, mate. Come on. He's very low on ERS. Oh, well done. Yeah, he's one of them, is he? Fair enough. Didn't work out for him though, did it?
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
I haven't got damage, have I? It's just out of DRS range. So we'll save the ERS. Use it down the hanger straight when we're most likely to need it. Could break DRS, that'd be nice, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I think he went off there. I might be lucky here. First win of the night. Hopefully that guy's not going to continue the blatant block he did on me down the hanger straight. I was massively faster than him, and as I pulled alongside, he jinked right and knocked me off. Right, must remember to change the car. I don't particularly like the Red Bull. Find the engine noise isn't screamy enough. I was a good 2 seconds faster a lap than both of those guys, so that was nice. So next track, where did I choose? I think I chose Texas because we're at Texas this weekend for the real F1. There seemed to be something on the news. Has there been something going on between Lewis and Max? I could only see the vision. I couldn't hear the audio, so I don't know what was going on. Oh yeah, it does this. Apparently, it doesn't advance to the next track. So let's delete that track. Texas. So hopefully that will advance now. So where is Jesse the dev? Lithuania. Okay, whoops, no, we don't want to leave. Let's ready up. As I say, if you fancy joining, ! join. Essentially search for European lobbies, TTV 80 Hawkins GH. It's in the top right hand corner of your screen now. And come and dive in and join us. It would be great to have your company. Oh, someone joined and left. That's a shame. Obviously joined just after we entered the race. So once again, let's get me setup screen up. So we are in Texas. I say this every time I come into this menu practically, but I do wish they'd give you a way of filtering or sorting it. I've got essentially 3 setups per track and 22, 24 tracks, something like that. Yeah, so that means finding the track you want in amongst a list of 70 odd setups. If they could give you a way of filtering them by the current track that you're at, that would certainly help. See if we can pull away a bit of a gap. How's the game audio looking? It looks about the right level. Do let me know if it's too loud or too quiet compared to my voice. This track is in the rotation in ranked at the moment, so I've raced on it a fair bit this week so far. They have made a right mess of the ranked lobbies. It's supposed to drop you into a 25% race with one-shot qualifying and F1 World cars, and I've been in 5-lap races, 25% races with no qualifying, and even races with F2 cars. So I don't know what the hell has gone on there.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Bit of wheel spin coming out of that corner there. Bit overzealous trying to get the power down. See if I can get him out of DRS range again. He's gone quite significantly off track there, that'll help. Ideally I want to be more than a second ahead of him at this point in the next lap. because DRS is quite powerful here. It's up to a second and a half, so if I can maintain 1.2 now. I can maintain this second to the back straight, that'll be good. Braked a bit late there. Bit of ERS, try and build a gap. Whoop. Should only be in one downshift. Bit more ERS just before the detection point. Should have put him out of DRS range, I think. We were building a gap now, if possible. Oh, he's got a 2-second penalty. It's probably for corner cutting. Should just about wrap the race up unless I make a complete hash of one of the corners or get a penalty myself, of course. It's quite easy to get a 3-second penalty here, especially in the twisty bit at the start of the lap up here.
Fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
Very easy to cut these next 2 corners like that. Oh, I didn't get a warning for that.
Green flag.
I think I've lost him now. He's had a spin, in fact he's more than 1.6 behind now. He must be more like 4.5. Spin here, spin generally loses you about 3 seconds. I've only got standard track limits turned on rather than strict. Otherwise you just end up with loads and loads of penalties. Turn track limits off and you just get people cutting corners left, right and centre. So. DNF. He's crashed. Well, we may as well finish the final lap. Yeah, the DNF'd or retired, or crashed or retired. I suspect he probably retired when he got his second penalty. I entered Cert's event this week, which was Monday night, a race at Imola. They do a random draw for the cars, and I got a Red Bull, so in theory should have been quids in. Qualified last on the grid, finished last in the race. It was Tuesday night, in fact, because we had an issue with Steam goes down for maintenance every Tuesday around 10 o'clock, and it kicked all of the Steam players out of the lobby when it went down. So I wonder if my opponent left as a result of that, or is he at least still in the lobby? I guess we'll find out. Driver of the day. Shame these aren't ranked races actually, because I'm actually driving relatively well. Okay, let's see if he stayed. He was listed there as a DNF. Oh no, he's gone. Okay, well, let's see if anybody else joined. If you're interested in joining, exclamation mark join in the chat. Essentially, search, filter on European lobbies and search for TTV minus AD Hawkins GH. And oh, it's not gone to the next track again. They've really screwed the game up. Okay, so let's get rid of Texas. It's F7, wasn't it? There we go. Yeah, the trouble with doing that is it resets the table. So if there were a number of people and we were having a series of races, then it keeps track of the points in a sort of a mini championship. Okay, so we'll give this a minute or two, see if anybody joins. If not, we'll go and have a look for some open lobbies elsewhere and see if we can join them. Come on, in you come. Search, filter on European lobbies, search for TTV AD Hawkins GH, and get yourself in. Pick yourself a car, and come and join us. Tempted to add a few AI, but well, it'd be nice if there were a handful of people in, then we could fill the grid with AI. Whereas if there's 2 or 3, then it just becomes a battle with the AI, especially with a random grid with 22 cars on it. If you start at the back, even if they're all AI, you've still got to battle your way through them. Okay, we'll give it another minute or so. See if anybody joins in. Do drop by. Actually, let's see if any of my friends are online. Friends, they're all offline. Okay, so we can't invite any of them. Qatar is the next race. Track that was in the rotation for ranked. Was it last week? Maybe even have been last week and the week before, with it being the closest real F1 race. They do tend to have them in ranked. Quite enjoy this track as well. One I seem to be okay at. I'm not particularly good at any of them, but I can sort of hold my own a bit here. Okay, we'll give it 30 seconds or so, and then we'll go and see if we can find another open lobby that we can join, because it's no fun sitting staring at the screen with my name on it, is it? That's entertainment for you. Anything else been happening? Oh, there we go. This is Herbie. That must be Scandinavian name or something. Other, with a B license as well. Issued the 9th to the 10th, so he's only been playing a couple of weeks. He's picked a Ferrari anyway. If I ready up, that'll, oops, I do it with the right button, that'll start it to count down, give a few people a chance to join. If not, oh, all right, no, it won't. It still said 28 seconds or something there. Thank you for that, game. They've really messed this game up. So let's head off to the desert of Qatar. The real F1 drivers had really seemed to struggle on this track with the heat primarily. A couple of drivers throwing up in their helmets, which must have been very pleasant. Okay, let's get the setup loaded. Qatar make a couple of changes. And remember to let you see the game this time. Starting in second place. See if I can give this guy a run for his money. It's not going well so far. And catch him up a bit, burn a bit of ERS. Very fun sequence of corners this if you can get it right. Little lift needed there, especially when lots of fuel or non-soft tyres. This guy seems pretty quick. See if we can do anything about him on the second lap before DRS opens. It pegged it just over a second. I really want it just under. See if I can burn some ERS to catch up. He's probably doing the same though, that's the only trouble. Not sure why he waited. Wants to make a race of it, perhaps.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
If he waited to get DRS off me, he did it a lap too early.
Nice move. Good job.
Whoops, wrong corner. Yeah, nice move, good job. He let me past. Let's be honest. All hope of catching him now has gone unless he decides to be charitable again. See if I can at least reduce the gap a bit. Not like that, though. Oh, AD. Well, we had a couple of good races, and then this one. Oh, he is behind me. How did that happen? He's just playing with me, isn't he? I think he knows he's way faster and just wants to show off. It's a pretty poor corner. You really nail that left-hander there. You can take it without the, without the downshift, but I'm not that good. Okay, last lap.
Okay, you just started the final lap of the race.
And he's closing. Loads of ERS to use on this lap, so see if we can keep him out of the 1 second. Mess that up. You do get a fair bit of DRS down the pit straight on the even on the last lap. Well, that was a bit of a lunge. Well, he was faster than us, so he should have won that. If he hadn't waited for me 2 or 3 times, he'd have been in the distance, I think. Managed to get driver of the day somehow. Started second, finished second. Didn't even get the fastest lap, I don't suppose. Let's have a look. Oh, I did get the fastest lap. Couple of tenths. Right, I don't suppose it's going to advance again, is it? What was the next track? No, back to Qatar. For God's sake. Track select. Delete. And we're off to the Netherlands next. Get yourself in if you fancy a race. Filter by European lobbies. Search for TTV AD Hawkins GH. It's at the top right of your screen now. And drop by, pick yourself a car, join in the fun. We'll make this the last one if nobody else joins for this. If we don't get up to a handful of people at least, then we'll go and find some lobbies that got a few more people in, because it's not particularly entertaining watching a 2-car race. So we'll give it 30 seconds or so and then ready up. I've lost my team. So many problems. The best problem I've seen is there was a reported bump on the pit lane entry in Spain, which they've reported as being fixed. But what they've actually done is brought in 2 huge bumps now in the entry and the exit of the last corner at Spain. The one on the exit of the last corner is so bad that I've seen a YouTube video of a guy accelerating in 7th gear out of the last corner at Spain, the right-hander, onto the straight, and is going in a straight line, hits this bump and basically comes to a stop and spins. So they've made a bit of a mess of that track. Okay, one more of these, and if nobody else is joining, we will head off and find some more lobbies. If you do fancy it, you've still got time. Filter on Europe, search for TTV AD Hawkins GH in the open lobbies. Come race with us in the Netherlands. Exclamation mark join in the chat if you missed any of that. Once again, a reminder, setups are provided courtesy of Sim Racing Centre, heartily recommended. If you type exclamation mark SRC in the chat, it will give you an affiliate link which helps support the channel, and also a discount code which will get you 5% off any purchase from them. They have various items of merch. You can also buy setups for other games than F1 23. They've got Assetto Corsa, is relatively new. We're in the Netherlands. There we go. And I think iRacing they've also got setups for. So whatever your racing bag, chances are they've got you covered. So do check them out. Exclamation mark SRC in the chat. Yeah, this guy is good, and I think he's just playing with me pretty much. He knows he's way better than me, so the only way he's going to get a race is to let me catch up several times. Yeah, I'm having to burn ERS on the straights just to stand a chance of staying close to him. Bit deep in that corner. That's not going to help. Don't want to end up on that curve. You end up with all 4 wheels off the ground going in a straight line, unable to steer. Yeah, he's waited for me. There's no way I'd be that close behind him after a spin. Stay off the grass, AD. That's not going to help.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Just going too fast into the first corner. It's not helping at all. What have I done to my rear tyres? Actually managed to set the fastest first sector there. Don't know how I managed that. A little bit better. Yeah, 4 seconds ahead after 4 laps. That's over a second a lap. Particularly seeing as how he's waited for me at one point. So his fastest lap there, 1:11.8, and mine are 1:12.2.
Final lap of the race.
Only half a second behind him. Just need to be consistent. Just realised my overlays aren't working. We'll restart them after this race, see if that fixes it. What was that, about 4.5 seconds behind in 5 laps? With him, he must have waited about 3 or 4 seconds to let me catch up after the spin. Definitely outclassed there. Yeah, so 4/10ths down, my fastest lap on his. It's not terrible. Could be better, obviously. Oh, there's 3 people in the lobby. If you want to make it 4, exclamation mark join in the chat. Filter on European lobbies, search for TTV AD Hawkins GH, top right of your screen at the moment. And dive in, grab yourself a car, and come race with us at the next track, which the game won't put us to automatically, obviously. So we'll have to go and select it. Netherlands. Yep, correct. So our next track is Belgium. One of my favourites. Not necessarily one I'm particularly good at, but you could say that for most of the tracks. At least one I know the layout of quite well. But yeah. It's amazing how quickly you pick up on all the track layouts. I mean, I would say given a couple of laps at any of the tracks in the game, except perhaps places like Monaco and Hungary that I'm shocking at, I generally get to a midfield time. So that's something. Okay, so the guy who is really good has left. Let's see if anybody else joins. There we go. DNS DTC, welcome in. Good to have you with us. Oh, I need to pick a car, don't I? Is there anybody else going to join? Exclamation mark join in the chat. DNS Mucker. Oh, DN5. So these are some kind of team or something. Chances are that means that they're going to be a lot better than me. So we'll see what happens. I wonder who DN5 are. Maybe we'll find out as they disappear off into the distance. Currently 4 of us. Come join in if you want to make it 5. Got a few seconds left. Filter by European lobbies. Look for TTV AD Hawkins GH. And we'll be there. Racing in Belgium. Just the 4 of us at the moment. 2 McLarens, interestingly. Okay, as ever, setups provided by Sim Racing Centre. I obscure them when I go in and select them because they are their intellectual property and they take a dim view of people sharing them on streams and the like, which is understandable. It is how they make their money, after all. Wholeheartedly recommend them. You can either buy individual tracks, packs of 3, 6, and then the full season. So let's get the overlay there. Head to Belgium. Make a couple of changes. And off we go. Starting 4th. Not that will necessarily make any difference. Wonder if the 2 new guys, one of them's in a McLaren and the other's in... I'm not sure what the other guy chose. Let's see how we get in anyway. Good luck, everybody. Especially me. Because I certainly need it. First corner at Spa, especially on the first lap, I never seem to be able to do. Oh, you're one of them, are you, Jay Scully? Time will tell if DNS DCC catches us up, and we've got a bit of a ringer. This corner as well is a tricky one, downhill braking. Let's see if we can catch these guys up. Yep. Extra gear shift I didn't intend there. Oh, fair dues, he did try and avoid me there, I think.
Got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to catch the guy ahead, but we'll see how we get on. Fastest first sector of the race. Messed that up. Got away with it just.
Okay, clear.
Someone got off behind me, I think. See if I can get the bus stop correct. Seen people taking this in third gear. Just seems way too slow a corner for third gear to me.
Fastest lap of the race so far.
Okay, so I got the fastest lap. Oh, I didn't sort my overlay out, did I? After this race, AD. There's a bump on the way in there. I keep losing the back end on. Ah, yeah, there's DNS DTC, the guy who was 3 seconds down at the end of the first lap, just overtaken me. Okay, this won't be the fastest lap of the race. See if I lose that crown to one of the other two guys ahead. Didn't on that lap. That's something. A bit better.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.5 seconds.
I think I am catching him. Don't think it's going to be enough to make a challenge on the last lap, though.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Burn some ERS, try and catch him up the hill. Sadly, DRS here would have been about the only way I would overtake him, I think. That was better. Too fast in. ERS until it runs out now, I think. See how close I can get. Oh, it might get to within a second. Oh, well, I'll take that. Pulling back a 3 or 4 second gap down to around a second. Not too bad at all. Okay, everyone, while I try and fix my overlays. Overlay's the wrong word. I have a second monitor that shows lap times and gaps to cars around me, that sort of thing. So let me see if I can sort that. Do consider joining, !join. Filter lobbies for Europe. And search for TTV 80 Hawkins GH. Right, so let's quit that. Sorry, you can't hear what I'm saying, can you? Okay, let's get these fired up again. Apologies for the lack of game screen, but just wait until the overlay software. Race Labs is the software I'm using if anyone's interested. Provides lots of information screens and overlays that you can put on. I'm thinking of registering for the Pro version, which gets you access to a number of extra overlays. So, well, let's have the game up, shall we? There we go. Okay, so the DN5 team seem to be going. We're not going to Belgium again. That cute as ever game. Brazil is the next track. If you fancy a race around Brazil, we'll give you 30 seconds because we're obviously not getting people into the lobbies. We'll see if we can find a relatively full one. One with 10 or more tends to make things a bit more interesting. So we will give it 30 seconds. If I change to this screen, I'll get a scene alert in 60 seconds, reminding me I've stayed on this scene for too long. When that goes off, if there's nobody else joined into the lobby, then we will go and find another one, and I will let you see the game again. This is just a handy way of me finding out when 60 seconds have elapsed. I could look at my watch, I suppose. That would be far too low tech. The provider for my alerts does think he's fixed the follow alert, so if anyone wants to test that, consider a follow. See if the alert happens on screen. All of his other alerts were working, just not the follow one for some reason. How much longer of the 60 seconds do we have? Well, no one's joining, so I think we're going to be looking for another lobby. We had a few races. Okay, there is my scene alert. So let's quit this lobby and go and see if we can find somebody else. We'll have lots of rewards and stuff. Look at all that loveliness and goals. So let's browse, filter on Europe, as I suggested. Is that filter? No. Which one's 10? That one. So filter on Europe. Car category. Don't just not F2. Shouldn't be any games hidden. So let's have a look. Someone there about to race at Belgium. The qualifying's someone in South America. That's not filtering very well on Europe, is it? There we go. Search. There we go. That's better. So where shall we go? An F2 race? No thanks. Austria. 18 laps. No, we want a relatively short race. Monza, I'm not a fan of. Belgium again, 4 or 5. How many people are in there? 12. Let's join this lobby. Their race is about to finish. We'll see where they're going next. Join session. Well, my headset's about to die. 22% worth of battery. That's not going to be good. I don't have a charging cable in here. I could dangle a battery from my left ear. That wouldn't be very comfortable. Something to add. Yes, I know I'm in spectator mode. Okay, so the race has finished. Formation finished there by the look of it. Obviously, I have no idea what kind of racing there's going to be in this, so if it turns out to be bumper cars, then we won't be in this lobby for very long. Oh, this is lap 5 of 5. Sorry, these are still racing. Whoops. Not sure what happened there. I don't think anyone hit him. This does appear to be a decent battle for the lead. Everyone's got penalties. Detail penalties. There we go. So they're all on a 2-second penalty, which practically everyone in the race, which negates them in general. The only person who benefit is the guy in 5th, who is 17 seconds behind. Another 2-second penalty. A couple of people joining. Another penalty, 10-second penalty. You got to try quite hard to get a 10-second penalty for track limits. That's essentially straight line in a chicane or something, I think. Okay, my information screen on the second monitor is now working, so that's good. I'll be able to see relative lap times and gaps to the other cars. Do you find it useful that you can see your lap times compared to the other people around you, so you know if you're not significantly catching somebody, then you can maybe back off a touch and save your tyres, let them wear theirs out, and perhaps make a push later on in the race. Or like me, you can just drive around the back thinking, oh, I caught him by 0.2 of a second that lap. Woohoo. Okay, who are we waiting for to finish? Christopher. He's finished. Where's your next race, chaps? Those penalties. Only 8 people left in the lobby now. Or at least in 8 people who were still active at the end of the race. I don't know whether it counts them once they've DNF'd, even if they're still present. Onwards, game. Come on. As I say almost every week, why it needs to wait for players to sync up at the end of a race. Do all that once we're at the lobby screen getting ready for the next race, surely. Come along. Two people with wet string for internet connections, I think. Oh, just waiting for one now. There we go. So the next event is almost certainly going to show us Belgium. And then they'll go and change it, hopefully. Oh, come on. Get a move on. Gripping content this is, isn't it? Hello. Everyone enjoying this? It's a very nice picture of the Ardennes. Someone's left. Is it going to do that for everyone in the session, essentially? Wait for them all to time out. Trouble is, there's nothing you can do here except kill the game. I'm going to end up in an empty lobby after all this farting around, aren't I? This is where we find out whether Mrs. H's keys work. I think she's been having issues with her front door key. I think she's just got home from collecting Chopsy. So if I get a message saying, I can't get in, I may have to take a short break to go and open the front door. I know there are people in. Still says Belgium. Let's grab a car while we can. We have a teammate. Oh no, he changed to Aston Martin. Where are we going next? Whose lobby is it? Whoops. Spectating? No, not. Oh, he's got a crown. Hank Noser. Trouble is, often after a timeout like that, the guy who suddenly takes ownership of the lobby won't know that he's in charge and will end up doing the same track again. Which would be quite ironic considering the last track I just did was Belgium. Should be no excuse for me not knowing the layout anyway. Ah, Netherlands, there we go. Someone nicked my car. What should we have? Let's have an Aston then. Presumably we're on equal performance, yep. So we're in a lobby with 12 people. That's something. Presumably a random grid. Let's see how we get on. Very warm in here. Is our heating on? Doesn't seem to be. Okay, Time to hide the setup again. Sim Racing Centre, !SRC for a affiliate code and, an affiliate link and a discount code. Gets you 5% off any purchase. If you're in need of setups for F1 racing games, Seto Course, or I think they now have them available, as well as iRacing, then do check them out. !SRC. I just realised I didn't publicise my stream in their Discord. Probably should have, really. Okay, so let's press that button. Load. We're Netherlands, weren't we? Yes. Where are we starting? 7. 8th, maybe. 8th of 15. Nearly rear-ended whoever that was. Up to 3rd? Wow. We got any damage? No. Need to get past this guy, he's very slow. Not like that. Oh yeah, we probably haven't got resets turned on.
That start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you.
No point trying an overtake around this bit. Here is where you can get one set up. Or if they do that, then that just makes the job a whole lot easier for you. Thanks, chaps.
Green flag.
Up to 5th, 3 seconds behind 4th.
Okay, good work. Great pass. Okay, DRS is now available.
Up to 3rd. The lead is 15 seconds ahead, so unless he makes a real mess of something, he's out of reach. We may be able to get 2nd. Yep. 1.9 seconds ahead. Yellow flag behind me, I think. I keep doing that, putting my left-hand wheels onto the grass going into that corner. It's not going to help my braking. Yellow flag again. Okay, so we're 17 seconds behind the car ahead. 7 seconds ahead of the car behind, so as long as I can keep it on the track. A good second place.
Final lap.
1:12.6 my best lap. Leader's best lap is a 1:11.0.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 43.9 seconds.
So the leader definitely deserved to win. Might as well use my ERS on the last lap. Don't need to defend against anyone. Well, I caught him by 3 seconds on that last lap, but he may just have been messing about. He was 17 seconds ahead the last time I checked. Any close battles going on? No, not really. Oh well, we'll take a second. It's pretty good. I'm not sure who this lobby is. If you do want to join, unfortunately it's not my lobby, so I can't help. You could add me as a EA friend, TTV80 Hawkins GH, and I can invite you in. If not, I will let you know who the lobby is owned by, and you can try and find that for yourselves. Come on, Tagang. And Noel Fernandez 7. Unknown Spoon finished the race with no front wing. It's on a high downforce track like the Netherlands. Is almost certainly not going to help. Second place, we'll take that. And driver of the day, well, I think in fairness the people ahead of me were significantly slower than me, so it wasn't necessarily my good performance, more their bad one. So 1.6 seconds slower than the fastest lap of the leader. I was looks like the third fastest lap, so not terrible. Let's see where we're going next. Hank Noser was the guy who owned the lobby at the start of the race. Let's see if he still does now. So if you do fancy joining, search for him. Don't know what region he's in. So I'm afraid you'll just have to search them all. The interminable wait for the game to decide that everyone's still here, and we can move on to the next track. Just check there were no messages from Mrs. H on WhatsApp saying I can't get in. Okay, the last thing we got was that she arrived at home. So that's good. Assuming she's not sat outside on the front step in the rain. Where to next? Still showing the Netherlands. That's obviously not going to be correct. Both the Mercs have gone. Both McLarens have gone. We'll stick with our... oh no, we've lost our car, so they've obviously just changed tracks. We're now going to Austria. Track that can always be guaranteed some chaos on the first corner. So Hank Noser still appears to be the lobby owner. So see if you can find him if you want to come and join us. We'll maybe do another one or two of these and then perhaps try a ranked race to finish off with. It's coming up to 10 o'clock. 18 people in this lobby, so it's a nice full one. It's ready up. Must keep an eye on when the car selection disappears, because if somebody else grabs all the cars beforehand, there are now 21 people in the lobby and only 20 cars. So somebody is without a seat. Sorry, Marvin. So let's see if I can find out where Hank Noser is. Looks like the Netherlands, so probably a European lobby. Yes, the Netherlands. So if you do want to filter on European lobbies, check out, see if you can find Hank Noser. The lobby is full at the moment, or at least all of the cars are taken. Why am I not readied up? I did ready up. Let's ready up again then. Austria, another track I'm relatively comfortable with. So let's see how we get on. No doubt going to put me 20th on the grid. At least I avoid, hopefully, all of the first corner carnage. Feel a sneeze coming on as well. That's not going to be good. Lobby updated. I didn't lose my car, but I did lose my ready up status. We're still going to Austria, so I wonder what they changed. Let's just double check there's not... where are they? Is it there, the damage? Damage is on. On for griefing. Reduced damage. Equal car performance. Okay, that all looks sensible. Let's just check the assist restrictions. Steering assist and braking assist are both off. Okay, let's get the setup loaded. As ever, need to obscure it. It's a Sim Racing Centre setup. First 5-gear score. Well done, Corn. What kind of race was that in? It's very satisfying when you do it, though, whatever it was. I didn't have the patience to try and get 5 gears in absolutely every event. So I just did what I could. Not a race, destruction of a location. Oh, well, good stuff. Yeah, I didn't do a lot of them either. They left me a bit cold. So where are we? Red Bull Ring. Load. Austria is my first setup, so that's handy. Oh, that looks good. 4th or 5th. Don't know if pole is on the inside or the outside in this track. See if we can make it round the first corner unscathed. We are. Waiting. 5th. At least one jump start there. Lots of collisions there. Yeah, come on. All 20 cars can't go side by side into the same corner.
That was fine. Let's try and move forward.
Yep, knew you were going to do that. Well, guy managed to stay on the inside there. Well done. Twelfth. Not an ideal start.
Yellow flag.
Cock that corner up on the exit. Hello. Lot of shenanigans going on ahead.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Right, see if I can get someone coming out of the next corner.
Green flag.
I made up 2 places, but not through any of my own actions. Back limits warning. And another. Come on, AD. Oh, AD, you dipstick. We're in 9th somehow. I don't know how that happened.
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate.
Oh, that's annoying. I did cut the corner somewhat.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 3.4 seconds.
Oh, it's only a 2-second penalty. So if we can build the gap to 2 seconds. Oh, what were you doing? Yeah, no, we're never going to make that.
Thank you. I need a moment.
Dumpy. So that'll drop me to 9th. Oh, we had a penalty as well. Oh, that's good. God, that was carnage, wasn't it? We'll see if the next race is any better. It was Austria, which is renowned, sadly. First corner in particular, first couple of laps where everyone bunched up. I think we tried to go into the second proper corner, the right-hander at the top of the hill. We were about 4 or 5 wide on the first lap. And typically I came out worst of it all. 8th. Started 5th, was it? Timmy Boy B, well done, driver of the day. He finished 2nd, got the fastest lap. Yeah, my fastest lap wasn't too bad. Quite a lot of people in the 106s. Okay, and now we meet again. Okay, keep an eye out. Make sure I keep a car. Not too bothered what it is. Rather, it wasn't a Red Bull, and I think Ferrari's engine note don't particularly enjoy either. So if we can get a Merc or a McLaren or a Aston Martin or Mercedes engines, of course, then be good. Williams as well, I guess. They're Mercedes, aren't they? Tom, come on, Victor Polo and Christopher 565. Hank Noser is still here, so it's probably still his lobby. He's in that list anyway, whether he's in the actual lobby once we get to it, which will hopefully be soon. We're still waiting on Cape Chief. Ah, there we go. Right, nab myself a Merc. Oh, we're still at Austria though, so that's going to reset. We've got 21 people in the lobby again, so we need to keep an eye on it resetting. Hank Noser is still in charge, so hopefully he's realised and he will change the track. If we get down to a couple of seconds and we're still at Austria, we'll quit and leave. We don't want to be doing the same track all night. Lobby updated. Still says Austria. Nine seconds. Okay, let's find another lobby then. Should still be filtering on Europe. Someone there doing one-shot qualifying. They've just done Belgium, all welcome. Let's see what they're up to. They were near the end of the race. Said they were on the final lap. Woohoo! Good time to join. Come on, Tricks. Get yourself to the end. Just going to see how many penalties they all got. Sometimes an indication as to how clean the lobby is. Corey Boy Daz, well done, driver of the day. Lots of warnings. 3, 4, 5, 6 penalties. Let's give it a go. We may only be doing one race here. And we'll see if we can get into a decent ranked race. Having trouble with the ranked lobbies, I think I said earlier. They're supposed to be one-shot qualifying 25% races in F1 World Cars. And I've had 5-lap races with a random grid. 25% race with a random grid. That was pleasant. And also a couple of races in F2 cars. So, yeah, something amiss. They've definitely made a bit of a mess of this update. It doesn't advance to the next track in the lobbies properly. They've screwed up Spain with all those bumps. We've got the issues with the ranked lobbies. I suspect there may be another patch coming soon. Come on. TW Road Triumph. Keeping us all waiting. Let's see what the next track's going to be. Oh, that was F2 cars briefly. Says Belgium. We'll grab a Merc. They just did Belgium though, so I expect that to change. Who is in charge? Musty. Oh no, Riggedy is now in charge. So if you fancy looking out for this lobby, he's the man to look for. Looks like he is that Sweden or Denmark? My Scandi flags, I always get confused with Sweden. Apologies to all my Scandinavian viewers, Cheeky in particular, who is Norwegian. I think I would recognise the Norwegian flag. That's white with the blue cross, isn't it? White background. We're going to the Netherlands. Oh, well, we've done that one already tonight. But one-shot qualifying. That's interesting in a 5-lapper. People tend not to bother. 14 out of 22 slots filled up. Dive in if you fancy it. Who is in charge? Still Riggedy. Probably a European lobby. And in we go. As ever, hiding the Sim Racing Centre setup. Exclamation mark SRC for an affiliate code and a discount link. Get yourself 5% off any purchase. And help support the channel as well. it all does help. Any income that comes in via Twitch and other means just goes straight into buying new games for me to play in the future. We've just finished Mafia 2. So we've got one more game in that series. We've got one more game in the Metro series. So where are we? Netherlands, Zandvoort, yes. So we want no fuel for qualifying. I don't think it's a secret to tell you that. Let's see where we can finish out of 14 or 15 people, was it? 16. Carried a bit too much speed into the first corner, as I often tend to do. Currently fifth. Turned off part of my racing line, so it's only there for the corners. It's confusing me a little bit, but alright, stick with fifth. Fourth looked quite close. Fourth was, wow, 0.02 of a second ahead. The lead is 7/10. That's 6/10 to second place, 2 or 3 tenths to third, and a couple of hundreds to fourth. Good gap back down to sixth, I think. Yeah, 6/10 down to 6th and 7th. So let's see what carnage occurs at the first corner. This is a new lobby, isn't it? I've only just joined. So yeah, let's see what happens. Do need to make, or do I? It's only a 5-lap race, so no, the setup is fine. I do tend to tweak the setup for qualifying, which makes running a longer stint at the start of a race. You need to set it back to the Sim Racing Centre sort of base setup, default setup for this track. There'll be no strategy, so we don't need to set up the car. And we're starting in 5th. Try and get a good start, make it through the first few corners. Take it from there. It's only 5 laps. Quite unusual to see qualifying in a 5-lapper. Although I guess it does kind of sort the grid out, put the better players towards the front so they can stay out of trouble from hopefully any carnage that does occur at the first corner. Oh, well, that was a good start. Oh, that was a great start.
Well, what happened?
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, that was largely my fault, but I did get hit up the arse. Okay, so we're not going to sit and watch a 5-lap race with me in the pits. So we will call it a day there for open lobbies at least, and we'll see if we can get into a ranked race. That was a shame because that was a good qualifying performance and I cocked it all up at the start. Made quite a poor initial getaway, so tried to catch up in the second phase of the start. Just used too much throttle. So there's my position in this week's division. I think all I can hope for is to stay in Silver 1. I don't think, unless Bab4TV doesn't race again for the rest of the week and I manage to have some good performances, then there's not a chance in hell I'm going to catch them to get up to first place. So one shot 14 laps, that's a good start. Texas is also a good start. And that all looks fine. So we've actually got straight into a sensible lobby. Whose lobby is it? Vittorino Prietino. I'm guessing from that he's probably Italian. Oh, he's not even here. Okay. So 7 people. It's not ideal. Let's see if we can find a more full lobby. Anything less than 10 is largely a waste of time because you just don't get... That's the same lobby as I was just in. 7 people. Yeah, anything less than 10 is largely a waste of time because you just don't get enough ranked points as a result. The points you're awarded is directly proportional to the number of people that start the race, it seems. So even if you win it, oh, there we go. It's my lobby. Azerbaijan. Okay, we ain't going there. I cannot do Azerbaijan. It's a tricky enough track as it is. Plus the tyre wear seems suboptimal, shall we say. Spain. Okay, barring the new bumps, this isn't too bad. So if we can get a sensible number of people, down to 3 now, then this will be another one to go for. So Spain and Texas are the ones I want to do this week. Like I say, Azerbaijan, keeping it out the walls is tricky enough. But if you look at the rear tyre wear compared to the fronts, it just eats the rear tyres. May as well unpin the come and join me message, given that I've given up on my own lobbies. Should have done that a long time ago, really. 6 people, still 30 seconds to go. I don't suppose I'm in charge of this lobby. Safety car is. Oh, and they're not here. So if I have... No, I don't. There is a setting that becomes available in that menu. If it's your lobby, that means you can reset the counter. And try and fill the lobby a bit more. So again, 7 is a little bit too few. Yeah, other people are leaving as well. See where we end up this time. Azerbaijan. No, thank you. It's a full lobby, so hopefully that'll start relatively soon. So while we're waiting for that to count down, let's collect all my rewards. 250 key insight. 5 goals completed. I'm sure this is gripping to watch, but it kills a bit of time while that other lobby starts up. Fastest lap. Single player, so none of them were any good. 5 laps in any game mode at high downforce. Well, Netherlands is fairly high downforce. Supercar Invitationals, no thanks. 25 miles in Grand Prix at any track. Yep, we can do that one. 75 miles in multiplayer at any track. Yep. 35 laps in Grand Prix. Yep, we can do that one as well. Is that it? That's 15 of 15. We won't bother with the garage. Let's see what ranked lobby it's going to give us this time. Yep, F2 cars. God's sake. No sprint and a 9-lap F2 race in ranked. Come on. Sort yourselves out, EA. We don't bother with uncommon contracts because we've got so many contracts to choose from. Keeping the uncommon ones is just a waste of time. Christ, how many principals did we get then? Legendary wing. Right, so 924942, yes please. We don't have much critical insight, so we'll save the upgrades. (931 to 933), yep. So my overall tech level currently 928. Peaks at either 999 or 1000. I'm not sure I've ever got it that high. Right, so let's have legendary. 950 something. That's boosted up to 932. Essentially, I don't look into too much detail. I just keep whichever one's got the highest number. One thing I do need to remember is team principal. I do have Christian Horner on 899. I could boost his level up to 920 if I had enough, which I don't. But we'll keep him. So 932, 921 I've got, so 932 is the best. No, 939. Okay, Dominic Poole, come take your seat. No, keep Christian Horner. I did bin Franz Tost in my PS5 game. Get your words out, AD. Savco Bay, hey, yo, hello, Uncle Mr. Hakkinen. Where are you in this game? I'm just trying to find a ranked lobby to join. So far, the game is being silly. Right, so which one do I want? Let's have that one. Yeah, the game's putting me into F2 lobbies and tracks I don't want to do and lobbies with only 6 people in. So I figured I'd sort all of me rubbish out in the hope that it'll give me a decent lobby for my ranked race. See how many of these are duplicates. Oh, there's a new one. Whoops. So there was drivers filter. There we go. Okay, so let's see if we can get a race. How are you doing anyway, Savco Bay? Hope you're having a good week. Don't give me an F2 lobby. It's ranked. I am not driving F2 cars. And I'm not driving around Azerbaijan because I'm useless at it. Do you play this game, Savco Bay? You do seem to have an interest in F1. How do you play? What platform, and how would you rate yourself? I would rate myself decidedly average. I'm not the worst, but I'm by far not the best either. Still Azerbaijan. There are 11 people. See, I have raced Azerbaijan, and purely by finishing and not crashing, you can get a sensible amount of points. (13 people. So I'm going to qualify down the bottom and just be relying on attrition and people dropping out, which is not a particularly fun race. Where's this one? Azerbaijan again. God's sake. You tend to find when there's an F1 race, a real F1 race coming up, that one's usually in the rotation for ranked, and it seems to be the one you get offered all the time. But for some reason, it seems to be keen on us racing in Azerbaijan today. Yup. Not doing it with 4 people. Got no emails or anything. No. So I was a little bit annoyed. I managed to qualify for gold the week they reset all of the divisions. Azerbaijan. So they plonked me straight back into silver 1. At least I didn't have to go to bronze. But silver 1 is only 1 division up. So, yeah, you're kind of back in with all the people who are only just starting. Ranked has dropped off incredibly. When I first started doing ranked on the PlayStation, when the game first came out, you'd get 40 or 50 people in your division, in your group. Whereas these days it would be less than 10. And the trouble with that, when there were 40, 50 people in, you could actually jump up 2 divisions if you finished high enough. So you get like the top 2 would jump up 2 divisions, the top 8 or 10 would jump up 1 division, and then similar at the bottom 2 would drop a couple of divisions, and the bottom 10 would drop a single division. Whereas with really small divisions like this, you find that often there's only 1 person in the division that gets promoted. So the issue with that is if they play a lot and are decent, they will accumulate a lot of points. Whereas sadly, I have another life. I have to work. I have a family. So I've managed to get 147 points this week so far. The season reset on Monday. But the guy in first has got 700 points. So what's that? 5 times more than what I've got. So it's a big old difference to try and claw back. Spain, right. So that is correct. We are on 1 shot and 17 laps, and we've got 13 people in the lobby. So it looks like we might have a race in our hands. Excellent news. Sadly, it's Spain with the huge, potentially race-wrecking bumps on the last corner. So we'll see how they go. They seem to be very setup dependent, people have said. I have had them, and I use essentially the same setup for every event at each track, because I bought Sim Racing Centre setups, which are excellent. Exclamation mark SRC if you'd like an affiliate code and a discount link. Oh, we got wet qualifying. Let's go back to that. Do that. So you got wet qualifying and a wet race. So let's get me intermediate setup loaded. Where are we? Spain. Might struggle to find it in time. Spain Inter, just about got it. Get rid of all the fuel. See if we can do a half decent lap. We can't do a half decent lap. We were up into second at one point. It's probably worth finishing this. We may still get a mid-grid start. Already 8th. What we really don't need is this huge bump on the the last corner to bite us. Seventh isn't too bad. Were there 14 or so? So even with a spin, I was only 2 and a bit seconds behind pole. So that's, I mean, a spin will cost you generally 2.5, 3 seconds, if not more. So 2.4 seconds behind pole is not too bad. It's just a question whether we can get through the carnage of the first corner. So there we go, 2.4 seconds behind pole. And it's wet. It's a wet race as well, I think. Oh, that picture looks a bit sunny. Sunnier than the weather forecast suggested. Please be wet. Good. So yeah, I do tend to do relatively well in the wet, particularly a wet to dry race. I often perform okay. I'm going to stack it in the first corner of this one just because I've said that now. So let's see how we go. Where were we starting? 7th or 8th, was it? No, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So we're basically right in the middle of the grid. 7th out of 13. Did I see someone go out already on this? Mind you, I did it in the Netherlands, so. I shouldn't be too surprised. Oh, don't do that. So we're still in 8th. Make that 7th. Can't trust that guy to give me room, sadly.
That's a decent start. Good job.
See? I kept away from him as much as I could and he just turned in on me. Still 7th. Right, what's the weather forecast?
These conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy
20
rainfall.
minutes, so that's the whole race.
Best tyre for now.
3.5 seconds behind. See if I can catch some of that up.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Yeah, but it's a bit wet, Mark. Right, come on.
You're dropping a second a lap to the car behind. 1 second. Okay, so heavy rainfall here to stay for a while. Doesn't look like it's moving on anytime soon.
So I'm definitely being caught from behind.
Caution.
And I'm also catching the guy ahead. Someone got off.
Okay, clear.
Up to 6th. Guy behind is only half a second now.
Okay, well done. That's 3 clean laps in a row. Beautiful stuff. Keep it going.
It's almost tempting to let the guy behind me past and hope he tangles with the guy ahead if it's the same guy who wouldn't let me past on the early laps. Let those two tangle. Maybe I can make up both places.
Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 1.7 seconds. Okay, I know these conditions look pretty terrible, but that water is draining okay. I think the intermediate is going to stay the tyre of choice for a while yet.
He just keeps cutting in. So if I put myself alongside him, he's just going to wipe me out. Losing so much time now. As long as he's not stupid, I should have him. He was being stupid. Alright, don't mess it up now, AD. Five and a half seconds to the car ahead.
Yellow flag.
Oh, someone ahead gone out.
Ahead of you, there's a yellow flag ahead.
Up to 3rd. Realistically, the guy who was behind me is going to come past. Question is, how long will these tyres last? The guy immediately behind is the guy who was slow that I overtook. I wonder, did he take out the quick guy? I didn't notice his name. I'm quicker than everyone behind me at the moment, but slower than everyone ahead. $15 and 18 seconds to the two guys ahead. Just shows how much the guy I was struggling to overtake was holding everyone up. I was miles quicker than him. I just couldn't get past because he was so unpredictable. Oh, stay off the curbs, AD.
Well done, that's 3 clean laps in a row. Beautiful stuff, keep it going.
So I'm still dropping the cars behind and being dropped by the cars ahead. So the thing to do might be to save me tyres. Oops. Certainly not overheating them, as there were. 15 and 14. So I'm just about to come up to half distance. So that wear will end up being about 30%, which is quite a lot. But if nobody else stops, then I can't really afford to either.
Space between you and the car behind by a few seconds a lap. Really good stuff.
So someone behind has gone into the pits. Well, I think they're actually running last. So they've got nothing to lose, really. If they can suddenly be a huge amount quicker, they may well get the guy in front of them. But they're 26 seconds behind me. That's a lot to make up in 8 laps.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Yeah, just spotted that, Mark. Thanks. Keep going on to that inside curve, it's going to bite me at some point.
Hey, well done on keeping it nice and clean out there. Good stuff. You know what they say, consistency's half the battle, isn't it?
It certainly is, Mark.
Gap to the car in front is 21.3 seconds.
Largely irrelevant, that, Mark, sorry. Unless he crashes, I'm never going to catch him.
10.2 seconds.
I suppose he might decide to come into the pits. which have put me relatively close to him, but on knackered tyres compared to his brand new ones. Oh, left that a bit late. Keep seeing stuff in that rear view mirror at the top. It looks like cars behind, but it blatantly isn't. It must be marker posts and stuff, brake markers. Okay, so the guy who pitted is now setting fastest laps. He's gained 5 seconds on me since he pitted. That's not gonna help, AD. Concentrate. He's 5 seconds a lap quicker than me the previous lap. So there's a chance we got 6.5 laps to go. He could easily catch me. Put me down to 4th. Need to pick up the pace a bit here. So I had to spin that lap, so that time is largely irrelevant.
You're losing 2 seconds a lap to the car behind. 2 seconds.
No, I'm not. I had to spin. The car behind him, who was 2 or 3 seconds quicker than my fastest lap on that previous
Okay,
lap.
gap ahead is 17.0 seconds.
Okay, so I caught him somehow. He must have had a spin or two as well. Yeah, I think realistically I'm going to be 4th here.
Are you coping okay with this weather? We're watching the amount of standing water on the road, and for now we think it's safe to stay with the Inter.
The guy who pitted is now only 12 seconds behind me. All I can hope is he gets held up massively by the guy who held up. Oh, the guy ahead has pitted. Oh, he's got past him. Okay, so I've moved up to 2nd. The guy behind us now is going to be on fresh tyres. So I've potentially got 2 people bearing down on me, because the guy who was ahead was massively quicker than us at the start of the race at least. And now has brand new tyres. Now the leader's pitted as well. but he had a huge lead, so I don't think I'm going to catch him. Now he's already into the third corner. So I think I've got a chance of third. 3 more laps after this one. Eight seconds and 12 seconds.
The radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while now.
The guy immediately behind was actually 2 seconds slower than us on the previous lap. See what he was on this lap. Three laps to go.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, both guys behind me were actually slower again. Assuming my little timing screen is to be trusted. They do seem to be gaining, but guy in the lead's just putting a lap 3 seconds quicker than my fastest. It's half a chance I might hold on to second, yeah? 2 more laps to go.
The gap between you and the next car, 25 seconds.
I'm reading my lap times wrong. They are always been quicker than me. But only 1 second or so. And I've got a 4-second lead going into the last lap, so as long as I don't have a stupidly slow last lap, maybe they've taken the best out of their tyres. So 3 and a bit seconds.
The final lap of the race, final lap.
And they were 1.8 seconds quicker than me last lap. So assuming I can maintain that.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Shut up, Mark, I know about the fuel. 2.5 seconds. Might as well burn all this ERS now. Don't screw a corner up. 2.5 seconds still. Well, we'll take that. Second place in the wet. Whoa. Happy with that. Miles behind the guy in the lead, 34 seconds and he stopped. So actually close to a minute behind him. That was hard work, I'm sweating.
Okay, great
Yeah, if I hadn't
stuff, mate. Not quite the win.
Yeah, sure,
Podium's
Mark.
good.
You're never happy. If I hadn't been held up by that guy in the early stages, I wouldn't have had such a sweaty last couple of laps. There's a chance I would have been ahead of the guy who had to pit on merit, perhaps. I will take that. Second place. That's me on the left. You don't get to see how many points. 147 plus 78. So how close does that get me? I'm still in third. But what? 59 behind F1 Meek. Have a look what that does. So 3.7 seconds slower than almost all of the other fast runners, at least. The people who changed tyres essentially were setting massively quick times towards the end. Phew. We'll have that replay saved. I am finding I tend to be, relatively competitive in the wet. Long may that continue, that's all I can say. Okay, we'll just have a quick check of how far behind that puts me behind the leader. He was on was it 500 and something or 700 and something points he had? We're about to find out. Lots of rewards. Oh yeah. Still haven't sorted that update thing out. So yeah, he's on 700 points. So I'm still 520 points behind the guy in the lead. But at least 59 points away from the guy in second. So a standard chance of catching him. As long as Tormentor doesn't race too much, at least I'm hopefully safe staying in Silver 1, which is something. Okie dokie. Well, I'm going to call it quits there because I am aching somewhat after that. My race setup isn't quite as ergonomic as perhaps it should be. So I do need to sort that out. Let us see if we can find someone we can raid. I'll send off all my end of stream stuff. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord server, drop a follow on the channel. There'll be more F1 sometime next week, probably F1 Thursday again. There's my wheel, by the way. McLaren GT3. Yeah, so F1 Thursday. Tomorrow night will be co-op Federated Fridays with JBG of Grey Ops fame. We're playing through some more Far Cry 5 in multiplayer co-op. So do drop by if that is your bag. Check out the channel schedule page. It will be around 8:30 UK time. We're currently on UTC +1. The schedule page will show it in your local time zone if that is easier for you. So let's go and have a look. See who is online that we can raid. Cert he's doing an event tonight. Who else could we raid? Let's go raid. We raided JD Devil Noob before. Let's go raid him. Say hi. Do stick around. AD raid in the chat if you wouldn't mind. Use the emote. Oh, he does look familiar. Let's go see Cert. Cert's always good. So yeah, AD Raid in the chat. Use the emote if you got access to it. Say hi to Cert. I should probably set up the actual raid, shouldn't I? That way we might actually raid him. Where is it? Well, yeah, I hope you'll enjoy the rest of your week. Take care. You can still hear me, hopefully. Raid channel. Cert. Start. So yeah, say hi to Cert. He's just starting a race by the look of it, so maybe time for me to dive into that. Oh, it looks like they're in qualifying. Anyway, have fun, enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you soon. For now.